Am I rolling? Yeah. All right. All right. So happy Father's Day. Had to get on and say this. Couldn't let the day go by without it. Father's Day is so important. I know that mothers, Darksiders, Mother's Day gets much more attention, and we're planning for restaurants and doing all this, but Father's Day is so important. And for me, it holds a very special place in my heart, as right now I am on my way to see my father. But I don't know if I ever shared this with you, Darksiders, that when I was growing up, it was not my mother and my father together. We were a single parent family. It was my mother and my brother and I, and my father left us when I was about 5 years old. And I really didn't even reconnect with him until maybe like my 20s. So I had this long period of time with no father in my life, no father to come to my basketball games or the things like that were going on when I was in school and I was coming up. And I felt that void. I felt that deficit. I think fathers are really important. I think that they are a central part of their children's lives. I know not everybody agrees with that today, but I think that they are a central part of their children's lives. And when they're not there, you feel that void. And I can say with all honesty that I did. I definitely felt the deficit of my father not being there growing up. And thank God through a number of different circumstances, he came back into our lives when we were older, and we've been really building a relationship with him. I'm going to hang out with him now, and I love him. But those years missed were years that really had a deficit on me. And I can honestly say that I would not be the person I am today had it not been, and this is a special shout out for you, men, that step into the lives of kids that are not your biological kids. Kids that you didn't rear, but for whatever reason you saw a need and you stepped in and you played that father role. You showed them some guidance. You showed them some love. You taught them things like patience and how to be a man. If it was a male that you were dealing with, or maybe if it was a female that you were dealing with, you taught her what it's like to have the love of a father, and they might not have been your biological children. And that's a really important role that you play. So I want to make sure that you hear someone tell you happy Father's Day, though they might not be your biological, from someone who has had someone like you step into their lives and really help guide them on the journey when their biological parent was not there. You all are special as well. And my circumstance is one where I really feel like God bless me to have my father come back into my life. Everybody's circumstance is not like that. Some folks lose their father for a multitude of different reasons. Mine, unfortunately, did not stick around, but some people, all kinds of reasons they happen. But despite the reason, the loss of a father is a deficit, I believe, in any kid's life. And for those of you all who filled that role and stepped in and helped out, happy Father's Day to you as well. So I just wanted to share that with you, Darksiders. Thank you, everybody. Love you all so much. And just a special shout out to you in general as a Darkside community. You all are awesome. I mean, really, words can't explain how much I love what we have going on here. And I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like what we have going on in the Darkside community is unique. And I say that because of the way that we interact with each other. I've said this multiple times, but I just get excited about the build of community that we have, the type of build of community that we have, where I feel and hope like it's free for folks to discuss TV, films, pop culture, all that kind of stuff going on around TV and films, and give their opinions and feel like their opinions are valid, but they don't have to necessarily agree with anybody else in the community or on the channel, what I say. We don't have an echo chamber, I would say, but we are a collective of ideas where everybody feels free to disagree. And in the last video that we just put out, I can see that in the comments, and I love that, man. So I hope as we grow, and my ultimate goal is to be able to take this into a place where I can do this full time, but keep that community, that collective of folks where people feel like, when they're here, they can say what they want to say. They know that they don't have to necessarily not say something in fear of what others might say, because we know that this is going to be a place of respect, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that we have to agree with each other, but we have committed, what it seems like the dark side community has done by and large, to treat each other with respect in how we interact with each other in the comments. And I really, when I tell you I appreciate that, please believe me, I appreciate that, because you do not always see that. And for this community to be a place where that is starting to form, I think is huge on YouTube. Like I said, I might be biased because it's Dark Side Reviews, but I just think it's huge. So thank you all so much for all of that. All right, you guys, enjoy your Father's Day. Have fun. I will see you all on the next video. Peace.